Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. I've decided to take a break and dick around with my Maiden. It's true. It's true. Good morning. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Herb Oracle. Did you notice that you did not get a Monday podcast yesterday? You did not get a new herb of the week. No, you're not getting one. Neither am I. You know why? Because I have to catch up with myself. So you guys, sometimes you get to the point in your life you're like, wait a second, I need to push pause, just a little pause, so I can catch up with myself and catch up on some recordings. And I want to tell you something else that I'm doing this week that I did not plan on doing. So I was given the mission to find the title for the old van. Okay, it's somewhere in the house supposedly. So I get up in the attic and I bring down all these old totes, and it's stuff from like when I was 18, 19, 20. Okay, like all my journals, all my pictures, all my scrapbooks of my old lovers, so anyways, I am hanging out with my Maiden self. Okay, so I'm 42 now, so this is me half of my life ago. And a lot of things have changed, and a lot of things are the same about me. And I am enjoying tapping into this Maiden energy, you guys. It's interesting because like one time I looked at this stuff when I was in my early 30s or late 20s, and I was like, it was still too soon. It was like kind of embarrassing almost, like, oh God, I can't believe I said that, did that, whatever. But now I'm starting to get these treasures from going through this stuff. Now I might throw out a lot of this stuff. This might be the last time I go through it because I don't want the shit in my attic or my house or my life. But it's interesting to go through it and learn your lessons, see the synchronicities, and hang out with your Maiden self. Now, if you're like only in your 30s, maybe you need to like cut your age in half. So if you're like 30, you need to go hang out with your 14, 15-year-old self. But it's really interesting to look through this stuff, and oh my God, to see the pictures. Like I had so much more collagen in my face. I was looking at this one picture and I realized how much my smile has changed, like my smile used to curve up more instead of like the disdainful grinning thing that we do as adults. Like it's not as youthful looking. So I feel like my Maiden, amongst all these other things, is teaching me how to smile again, how to be young and exuberant and wild again. So it's been really interesting. However, whenever I'm like, geez, like I'm already 3 podcasts behind on Herbal Marie, at least, maybe more, but 3 nerdy ones, the Herb of the Weeks. I'm already doing that. I'm doing this. My daughter has a birthday on Sunday. I'm doing that. Like there's a lot of things going on top of that, to put like a load of sentimental stuff. It's like, geez, that stuff takes time to go through. It really does. Like you can lose a whole day just like that, going through pictures and notebooks and little notes. So anyways, I feel like some of these notes and journals and poems are like things I wrote for myself to read now, like little clues, like, hey, don't forget, like you really did feel passionate about this, like remember this. And then the other thing is like how just synchronistically, like I saved some of my school essays and papers that I wrote, and a lot of them are on healing and integration and psychology. I even see a paper that I wrote on on child sex abuse. And it was like, oh my gosh, like this was an issue for me back then too. I just didn't even really know it, that I'd be working and healing and integrating and helping people in this area. And it's just kind of interesting to connect the dots and see how all of our different aspects of ourselves really do tie in. So anyways, I'm hanging around with my Maiden this week. I'm taking a break, not going to add on another herb of the week. I just cannot do that to myself. Not until I get comfrey, golden seal, and thyme at least written down, right? And hopefully recorded. So I'm hoping for a miracle this week, and maybe possibly next week too, like a little summer vacation from moving forward with herb of the weeks until I pull the rest of my life up to speed. So this morning I sat on the porch. I recorded a WTF Wild Edibles for Herbal Marie. I'm going to try to like catch up on an herbal tarot and yeah, the na-na-na-na-na-nas. So anyways, on that note, it is Tuesday Tarot Tuesday. Oh hell yeah, we're still going to pull some cards. I mean, I'm taking a break, but I'm not going to check in. I'm going to check in sporadically if needed. But yeah, I won't be adding anything more to the Instagram page at Herb Oracle. Like, I'm just pushing pause so I can catch up with my life here and enjoy my summer a little bit too. Get outside. The St. John's wort is in bloom. I need to get that in some 100 proof vodka like ASAP, yet still leave enough flowers that I want it to come back next year. I want St. John's wort in my life, in my yard. So I need to do that. I need to harvest maybe some more violet leaves and red clover and get some other planters started. Now that I'm going through all these totes, I have extra totes that I can have container gardens, which is important because the deer are coming into my yard and eating whatever the hell they want. They ate, oh my gosh, I had all this wild lettuce and they have eaten it all. I'm so mad. I'm mad at them. Big mad, little mad, just kind of not even surprised mad, but kind of like, I can't believe they ate the wild lettuce. But yeah, the deer love my yard. Thank you. So I have that going on, but it is Tuesday, so I am going to pull out the Herbal Tarot deck. We're not going to be following anybody's, spread today. We'll just pull some random cards from the Herb Crafters Tarot. I don't think they gave you any layouts in this guidebook. Like, no, they didn't give you any layouts in this guidebook, I don't think. That's okay, unless it's in the back. Oh yeah, they do. They have some in the back. Liar, liar, pants on fire, Sade. They do have some layouts. The 3-card spread, the 5-card spread, Joanna's 4-direction spread, year ahead spread. Yeah, so we'll just pull some random cards. I don't know. We'll just see what the cards want to talk about. But okay, here's one more thing. I'm just going to put this out there. This would be a good week for me to pull a card for you if you want it. But here's the deal. You have to call in and leave me a voicemail. So that link is like in every description. There's like a call in, leave a voicemail. You have a minute. So you got to get to the point. Say, hey, this is so-and-so. I love your podcast. Could you pull me a card about my relationship woes? Or could you just leave it up to the universe? I'd love a card, leave it up to the universe, or thanks so much. I don't know, whatever the hell you want to say. Like, I'm really thinking about my spiritual journey. What do the cards say? Or I don't know, if you'd like to. I'm just going to put it out there. But you do have to call in. Don't message me anywhere. I'm not checking my messages. But what you can do is leave me a voicemail. And then, yeah, your voice will be on the podcast and I will pull you a card. Now, what are the chances of you doing this? Probably slim to none. Because nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to talk. But it would be good for you to see how interesting it is to talk on a podcast, and then you'd appreciate me more. But the minute goes by quick. You can see it ticking down. So get to the point, what you want to say, or just totally leave it up to the universe. Like, hey, I would love a card. and or love some cards. Like I probably pull from a couple different decks, depending on how many people call in. And if nobody calls in, scratch that off my list. I don't have to do that. But figured while I'm taking a little break and being sporadic for this podcast, like if you did want to call in and leave a voicemail, a voice message through Anchor Radio, I will pull you some cards. That might be fun to do. So just, you only got a minute though. So that will be fun. All right. So shall we pull some tarot cards? Thinking about integrating our Maiden, hanging out, digging around with our Maiden. So what did your Maiden self love to do? Like if you are a Maiden now, well, this might not apply to you, but think back, like what really made you happy. Crack your old lady neck. Think about what really made you like happy. Like I loved dancing. I loved love. And I loved dancing, and I loved being in love. Absolutely. I mean, I can go back to like elementary school journals and confirm this. Like I have always apparently been in that mindset, which is very interesting to me. Also very interesting to me is like how, like reading back some of the cards and notes that I had done like in my 20s for even my children's fathers, you know, like I was way in love with them. And it's interesting to be like, I don't even remember writing this or feeling this way or being like that. But apparently I can be loving a lot more than I am, because here is actual proof. So sentimental stuff is kind of like, do you save it again? Do you get rid of it? It's just like, I don't know. The minimalist in me wants to set everything on fire, but then it's like, wow, like maybe you'd like to look at this stuff again when you're 60, and then again when you're 80, and then again when you're 100, and then again when you're 120. Like it might be fun. But then again, it's like, I don't want to carry this crap around with me. So we'll see. I'm looking for that guidance on what to do with the sentimental stuff, and looking for ways for me to connect with my Maiden energy. Like, we don't want to forget about her. We want to use her fire, her passion, her fuel, her sweetness, her collagen. We want to use all aspects of ourselves as a whole being. So there's a lot to learn. And so that's the one thing I'm really thankful for. Like I said, like the last time I remember looking at this stuff, I was like more embarrassed, but now I'm more like inspired. And like, thank you for giving me this reawakening of life force, because I really need you, girl. I really need you in my life, and I appreciate you. And another fun thing is, in some of these totes were pants that I had made and sewn when I was 19, and they're awesome. Like big old wide leg raver pants. And I loved making pants. I should think about sewing again, making some clothes for myself, because apparently like they're timeless pieces because I still want to wear them. Absolutely. So it's been really fun. And I want to take a lot of time with that these next couple weeks and sit with that. So anyways, I hope that my two ladies that support me through listener support through Anchor Radio, I hope it's cool that I'm taking a little vacay. I hope that you call in and just leave me a quick message. I'd love to pull cards for you. If not, that's fine. Like, you can't force people to interact with your projects. I've learned that so many times over the years, but I'm just putting it out there in case you would like to do that. All right. Tuesday Tarot Tuesday. We'd never fucking forget about you. Here we go. All right, so tarot message for us. Just a quick little hangout today. Give me an herb. Give me a card. Maybe thinking about how I can use this Maiden energy to have more fun. To get myself bolstered up. To remember how beautiful I was and still am. That's a big thing too, because like a lot of these pictures, I'm like, oh my God, look how cute and perky I am. All right, so we got the Adelita of Fire, Cayenne Pepper. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Air, White Sage. So okay, first off, the one thing that I noticed immediately in these two cards is the color maroon. So of course the cayenne peppers are they're dried and they're this deep reddish color. Well, in the white sage, the string that they're using to wrap the sage bundles is maroon, and so is the door. You can see the bottom of a door. So we're on like somebody's porchy patio thing. Like we're just basically doing this on the steps, cutting off some sage and making some smudge bundles. But the string and the door are colored maroon that match the cayenne peppers. So we've got this maroon color. I swear, like part of me, my maiden would have wore this color on her lips, you know? So we've got the Adelita of fire and the 5 of air. So fire and air, definitely using the elements to help cleanse us, some smoke to help cleanse us, some inner heat. Cayenne's like inner heat. White sage is purifying. So we want to cleanse and purify. Just like last week, our Herb of the Week time was saying like burn away everything that is no longer you. But keep the good stuff. Keep what is good, right? Your true essence will stand there, right? So it's like when you're smudging and you're asking for all the negativities in your mind to be dispelled, what's left then? Who's standing there? You, the real you, the clean you, the essence of you. So let's just check out Adelita. Adelitas are the warriors, and cayenne pepper says, dare to take a risk, be bold, defend the integrity of the grandmother's teachings. Heat erupts, then heals. So a great message to be bold right away from cayenne pepper, and that's coming in with white sage, who says that long-held beliefs may not be rooted in reality. Refuse to go along with the crowd. Believe the threatened, oppressed ones. So in one way, we like are erupting a little bit of energy inside of us so that we can heal. We want to be bold. We want to take a risk. We do not want to go along with the crowd. We want to be ourselves. We want to think for ourselves. We'll do what we want. Thank you. Right? That is definitely the maiden attitude. I'll do what I want when I want. Thank you. Like even the clothes that I wore, everyone was like, why would you even wear that? And I'm like, I'll do what I want. Thank you. I love this crazy ass pattern. You know, like I really loved color and texture and brightness, like especially like in my pants. And I still dress that way too. Like a lot of times I'll wear like I won't wear like a crazy shirt and crazy pants. Like one of them has to be a solid color, but then the other one can be super crazy, you know? So it's like, refuse to go along with the crowd. Now what about erupting and firing up some of these long held beliefs, like these crazy notions that we had, like cayenne's like, let's set them on fire, erupt them, and then we'll heal them. And if they're not rooted in reality, well, we're going to let them go. We will let them go. So our tarot cards have this really great maroon colors and green. Green and maroon look so good beside each other. A light green and a dark maroon. So in the cayenne card, the young woman is making fire cider, that spicy vinegar. So she's got all kinds of ingredients on her cutting board. Garlic, onion, horseradish, ginger, rosemary, thyme, cayenne, and vinegar. And yeah, she's working with the winter sun coming in from the window. She's making this spicy vinegar. This Adelita will fiercely defend her passion and her rights. So yeah, our maiden energy has a lot of fiery fuel to come in. It's saying like, hey, I haven't really gone anywhere. Like I'm still available to you if you need some of this fiery energy to fuel your passion, to defend your rights, to be yourself, to stand up for what you believe in. if you need to be bold and relentless in your advocacy. The Adelita fire is here with cayenne pepper to help you, to help create this energy within you that says, I will keep these remedies alive. I will protect folk traditions. I will protect herbalism. I will protect the plants. I will protect our mother, Father Earth, right? Like this is like something that that I find in my Maiden energy. Like, she was a pistol, and I could use her. I could use some of that. So anyways, make some fire cider, keep it alive. It's people's medicine. Share your information with people of what you know about. Fight for the integrity of the community. And yeah, inspire other people to follow your lead. So as we live our lives, like our lives, this is me, this is what I do, this is who I am, this is how I dress, this is how I talk, like I'll change it up as needed. You can't tell me what to do. I love plants. Don't try to, like as you are just on this path, you will inspire other people to try that path out too. And they'll carve their own way. They'll have their own tangents and stuff, but it's like you're kind of forging the way for other people to also be themselves. So this cayenne Adelita fire, she does want us to stand up to corporate greed. Craft your own fire cider, do your own thing, make your own medicines, empower others, teach others, maybe host a community fire cider making party in your home. Teach other people how to do these simple, ancient folk remedies. And boost your boldness. Begin each day with a shot of fire cider. Dilute that shit so you don't hurt yourself. But it's like, be more fiery, okay? Be more warm. Be more relentless. Follow your path. Don't go along with the crowd. Help those who are oppressed and threatened. Now let's talk about the white sage. So yeah, it's in a pot on a concrete doorstep. The plant is small but strong. The home is old but well cared for. A basket holds sprigs of the freshly harvested sage, and it's wrapped with the red string. The loose leaves will be saved for medicine. Nothing will be wasted. So a spiritual crisis challenges long-held beliefs. Though your conscience pulls at you, you are reluctant to let go of your opinions. Rise to the challenge, accept the truth. White sage has become a trendy spiritual tool. It is sacred to many of the indigenous people of North America, whose traditions are widely misused. Development and erosion also threaten the survival of this species, so white sage is teaching us to protect what is holy. So both of these cards have that same message, to protect their traditions, protect what is holy, protect herbal medicine. It rids the air of toxins, but it is also a valued medicinal. So white sage, the 5 of air, says clear the path. Listen to others and make room for healing. Seek a solution that is beneficial to all. Familiarize yourself with the origin of your spiritual tools. So don't just buy it because you're like, oh, I heard it does this. Like, actually research it and understand it and connect with it and, honor it. So, and also learn, because white sage doesn't grow in Pennsylvania, understand what plants you can grow locally. I have mugwort that I can dry and smudge. Understand what local plants are good for smudging and use those as well in sacred rituals. Because, we want to preserve the white sage. I have some, it was gifted to me, and I do, and a little bit goes a long way. So we want to be, we do want to be conservationists and not over harvest. So anyways, I love these two together though. Clearing of the energy, honoring sacred traditions, understanding why you do the things you do, being really secure in who you are, and comfortable in who you are. Knowing when to clear. I feel like there's a message is like, know when to clear. So like as I hang out with my maiden, as you connect with your maiden, like know like what kind of stuff to clear out. But yeah, keep the fire, keep the passion, and keep the, you know, the good stuff, and integrate your lessons and learn from the lessons, and yeah, honor all aspects of yourself. All right, let's pull one more card and then we'll get on with our day. But I just wanted to check in, let you know what I'm doing and not doing, let you know that I've been forced to take a little bit of a break because, you know, gotta catch up. And oh, how sweet. Okay, the card that popped out from the side is the Six of Air. Okay, so we are going from the Five of Air to the Six of Air. We'll put this on top. Not that I'm even taking a picture of this because I'm not posting it on Instagram. Although I could post it to my stories. I'll post a picture of this to the Herb Oracle story so you can look at it today if you're a current listener. So thank you actually for being a current listener and hanging out. And yeah, as I was saying before, I hope that my 2 listener supports are cool with me taking a little break. I do appreciate your monthly donation. And yeah, I would really like to stay on track for what I've scheduled for the year, but then also I have to be enjoying the year. So if I don't get to do all 44 weeks in 2020, we'll just spill into 2021. It ain't no big deal. Like the ego wants to always be getting things done, but the higher heart is like, listen, bitch, you need to integrate. All right, so Six of Air is cattail. And what is so sweet about it is there's all these feathers. So it's like we're doing the white sage and it just makes sense to like have a feather for the smudging, like, you know, to really honor this element of air and our feathered friends. And we have blood, like it looks like crow and raven feathers, owl feathers, and then we have some white feathers. And there's a bottle of ink, so they're actually using a quill, as one of the feathers, as a quill pen. And it's cattail, the Six of Air. So let's see where we're going. This is all about, sixes are about bounty, community, and magic. And the cattail says to question your assumptions. Question your assumptions. So that ties in with, you know, what was it? Was it cayenne pepper that said like, or was it, hold on. What was it about? Hold up, everybody. The Five of Air said, long-held beliefs may not be rooted in reality. So it's like long-held beliefs, like stuff that you've just been holding on to forever since you were a maiden. You need to question these beliefs, and if they're negative, release them. And if they don't serve you, release them. And if they're not rooted in reality, which hardly much is, release them. Question your assumptions. Like if you just automatically assume something or jump to it, like it's one of those autopilot beliefs. You just assume, you jump to assumptions. You need to question that, okay? Because it may or may not be serving you to always think that. Gain clarity through articulating your visions and writing. So as I'm reading my old journals this week, maybe do some current writings, some new writings. Support others in setting intentions for change. So yeah, this is a good week to set intentions for change. So we're outside here in the Six of Air. It's a table in the afternoon sun. So we've got sun in each of these pictures. Like in the cayenne, the winter sun is coming in the window. The white sage, it's all lit up. We're outside. You can almost feel the sun tinging, burning, singeing your back. We're out here with the cattails too. It's a very bright afternoon sun. We've got sheets of handmade paper for writing prayer petitions with friends. Cattails grow along the border of a nearby marsh. There's crow, owl, and heron feathers. They're in the glasses. There is a jar of walnut ink. Walnut ink. It's open, ready to document devotions. Clarity can be found in the mire. Cattail, often seen as invasive, creates a stronger ecosystem by cleaning and purifying an area, making it more habitable for life. So cattail wants us to open yourself to new ways to pray. Ask for help from your community when you need it. Adjust your expectations and challenge your current way of thinking. So challenge your thoughts, open yourself, find a new way to pray. So as the cattail seeds are carried by the wind, trust Spirit to carry your visions toward a greater good. Trust Spirit to carry your visions. Cattail is sometimes called the supermarket of the wild because it has many uses. It's food, shelter, clothing, fuel, medicine. Be the resource of the Spirit. Look for the myriad ways to be of service to the needs of others. So really kind of expand what you can offer in service to the all, service to self. Clear your energy, check your thoughts, check your belief systems, question your assumptions, and really pray for the highest good of yourself and of the all. Really clear what no longer serves you. Really stand up for what you believe in and really try to connect with others. So I made paper before, back in my younger years, botanical paper. It's quite the messy craft, but I was so into the making in my 20s. So maybe make some more botanical paper from cattails and use it for journal writing. Write a single petition to a holy helper, then burn the paper, letting your prayers rise to heaven. So let's think of some new ways to pray this week. New ways to release, new ways to allow Spirit to carry your visions for the greater good. And yeah, connect with community. Ask for help if you need it. Ask for the prayers of others if you need it. Gather friends on a new moon and support each other in setting new intentions. So something that you can do this week from the Herb Crafters Tarot is set new intentions for yourself. Question your assumptions. Release what no longer serves you. But yet, honor, value, and protect that which does. All right, you guys, well, have a great week. Like I said, call and leave a voice message to be part of the podcast, and I will pull you cards if anybody wants to be brave and do that. Call on the energy of time from last week and just do it. Just do it. So thank you, cayenne pepper. Thank you, white sage. And thank you, cattail. CWSC. Cayenne, white sage, and cattail. Definitely some purifying, clarifying, heating, passionate, resourceful, intention, praying, manifesting, herbal allies, to really just be with this week and see what comes through. So anyways, take a break, hang out with your maiden, goof around, dick around, whatever you got to do, integrate, remember the lessons, remember the passions. Your dreams never forget you. Like, you dream a dream, you set intentions 20 years ago, honey, they are still there for you. There is still part of me that wants to figure out how I can have a place where I can bring people together to dance. You know what I mean? So don't let go of these. These are important dreams. And just take a break, go back, listen to any podcasts that you missed. Man, we got plenty. I'll check in with you later this week and see how things are going. And wish me luck catching up with myself. I'll talk to you soon. Much love.